Welcome to Own Your Words. Bury the hatchet. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To stop an argument and become friends again. 2. To agree to end the disagreement that has divided two people or groups. 3. If two people bury the hatchet, they become friendly again after a quarrel or disagreement. 4. Signifies the end of an argument with someone and becoming friends again. 5. Refers to finally deciding to end an ongoing conflict and thus creating a friendly relationship. 6. To accidentally leave medical instruments inside a patient after surgery. Examples. 1. I wish Mr. and Mrs. Franklin would bury the hatchet. They argue all the time. 2. After many quarreling years, the two political parties finally decided to bury the hatchet. 3. The teammates are urged to bury the hatchet, for the sake of the success of the team. 4. To ensure we stay up, we'll have to bury the hatchet and play to our strengths. 5. Toward the end of the year, the roommates finally decided to bury the hatchet. 6. It's not like we had this horrible battle, and then had to bury the hatchet. 7. Please bury the hatchet and make up with your sister already. I can't take your fights anymore. 8. Enough is enough, there is no point in continuing to argue about this. Let's bury the hatchet. 9. Perhaps it is time that you and David bury the hatchet and move on. 10. They need to calm down and bury the hatchet before someone gets hurt. 11. The surgeons have a strict protocol to avoid burying the hatchet, so to speak. 12. I've said I'm prepared to bury the hatchet, but John says he won't forgive me. Go cold turkey. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To stop doing or using something abruptly and completely. Most commonly said of drug, alcohol, or tobacco use, it can also refer to any bad habit. 2. To go cold turkey is to end an addiction such as smoking or drinking, and completely without cutting down gradually, or tapering off, to stop doing something suddenly and completely, all at once without preparation or planning. 3. A method of treating addiction to a drug, that involves suddenly stopping taking the drug. Examples. 1. The quickest way to get her off the drug was to let her go cold turkey. 2. If they were drug addicts, they wouldn't expect them to go cold turkey without methadone. 3. You can't just go cold turkey, because that's not how you successfully deal with addiction. 4. Unless you go cold turkey, and leave your mobile phone at home, you will have no peace during your vacation. 5. And yet for many of us, the mere idea of going cold turkey is enough to give us the shakes. 6. I quit drinking cold turkey 10 years ago, and I've never looked back. 7. Nobody is saying we should stop using fossil fuels cold turkey, but we definitely have to. 8. I really wouldn't advise you to go cold turkey. It's much harder. You need to gradually reduce. 9. Finally, I just went cold turkey, and stopped buying anything but healthy food. 10. Compulsive shopping is just like any other addiction, and the recession means cold turkey for Judith Summers. Have sticky fingers. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To have a tendency or inclination to steal things. 2. To be likely to steal something. 3. An inclination or tendency to steal or pilfer. 4. Keep objects that don't belong to you. 5. Small amounts of cash or valuables. Examples. 1. There are too many sticky fingers around for me to leave my purse unattended. 2. The last person we hired as a cashier turned out to have sticky fingers. 3. You have very sticky fingers, because you take things without anyone noticing. 4. The thief who entered the store yesterday had sticky fingers because he took few things. 5. The little boy had sticky fingers, and was always taking his father's small change. 6. You ate the cookies from the jar and I didn't notice. You have very sticky fingers. 7. Everything was taken by a person who has very sticky fingers. 8. That waiter has got sticky fingers. I just saw him put our cash in his trouser pocket. 9. I don't have sticky fingers like you. That's why I don't dare to take what isn't mine. 10. Laura has sticky fingers because she stole some sunglasses from a store and was not caught. 11. Wow! You ate the cupcakes without mom knowing. You have very sticky fingers, my brother. 12. My friend has sticky fingers, because he steals his dad's cigarettes, without him noticing. Cry for the moon. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. To make an impractical or unreasonable request, especially one that is unlikely to happen. 2. To desire the unattainable. 3. To ask for something that is very difficult, or impossible to get. Examples. 1. All my life I've cried for him, like a child crying for the moon. 2. Thinking of getting an officer's job, with so ordinary a qualification is to cry for the moon. 3. Placid folk, long acquainted with disappointment, they do not cry for the moon. 4. We need not hope for lower taxes, in the future that would be crying for the moon. 5. The employees say they just want to be paid what they're worth. They're not crying for the moon. 6. If you want a knighthood, you might as well cry for the moon. 7. Don't cry for the moon. The only way to get a good grade on the exam is to work hard. 8. He was a mere child in the world, but he didn't cry for the moon. 9. If you want a Ph.D. like that, you might as well cry the moon. 10. Tim wants a Mercedes for his birthday, he is crying for the moon. 11. I want a beautiful cake on my birthday, I am not asking for the moon. Left-handed compliment. Idiom, meaning with examples. Meaning. 1. An insulting or negative comment disguised as praise. 2. A left-handed compliment is a criticism, couched as a compliment with two meanings, one of which is unflattering to the receiver. It is also known as a backhanded compliment. Ambiguous statement, one that can be taken as a compliment, but which might also be seen as an insult. Examples. 1. The whole article has the distinct feeling of a left-handed compliment. 2. It's kind of a left-handed compliment to call her the female Picasso. 3. She said my new pants really make my legs look much slimmer. What a left-handed compliment. 4. She told him that he looked much better than he usually did, which was a bit of a left-handed compliment. 5. Men often pay women backhanded compliments such as, "It's great that you don't worry about how you look." 6. It was a left-handed compliment when he said that, "I could become an Air Force officer." 7. To say she looked pretty was a backhand compliment, seeing how her makeup was done. 8. She said she liked my hair, but it turned out to be a left-handed compliment, when she asked how long I'd been dyeing it. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for more videos.